Hello guys, what's happening? Do you have any idea of what does the King of England call post-stamps? Selfies. Tomorrow, the June 21st, is the National Selfie Day, and as usual, we have collected for you basic information, some interesting facts, life hacks, and of course, some jokes about selfies. Therefore, we are sure that tomorrow our viewers will certainly be able to flash their knowledge about selfies to others. So, let's go!
Amazing world has wonderful things. Let's study it with Adam and my man.
Do you know why selfies are so popular? Because this is the only type of photography that reflects the world as the author sees it. He himself is the center and everything else is packed and out of focus. Although self-portraiture has a long history, the first known photographic selfie was a time-consuming effort by chemist Robert Cornelius in 1839. Until front-facing cameras in smartphones became more common, however, selfies were hard to capture and were often taken by friends. Once selfies became mainstream, it wasn't long before filters from Instagram and other apps helped people tweak their selfies, giving them even more motivation to capture and share them more frequently. 2012 brought video selfies to Snapchat. Later, Instagram introduced its similar stories feature that also showcased selfie videos. In 2013, people started using the word selfie 70,000% more often. The Oxford English Dictionary named selfie as the word of the year in 2013. 2014 saw the introduction of the term selfie stick to describe various devices designed to hold the phone at more than arm's length, greatly broadening the options for dedicated selfie shooters. That same year, Google estimated Android phones alone were used to capture about 93 million selfies every day. At about the same time, phone makers started to realize the increasing importance of the front camera and began improving its resolution and image quality. By 2015, people had uploaded 25 billion selfies via Google's Photos app alone. Research shows that over half of selfies shared online are part of posts that concern physical appearance, so image quality and image enhancement have become key features of capturing portraits with front-facing cameras. Women posted 2/3 of such selfies, especially women between 18 and 35 years old, although those under 18 were also active sharers. Other categories of shared selfies, including posts with friends, pets, travel, and ethnicity, trailed fairly far behind. Overall, 87% of US smartphone users between the ages of 18 and 35 have shared at least one selfie. The daughter appears looking smart. Your mother asks, "Darling, where are you going so dressed up?" "To take selfies." Selfies are a particularly challenging type of photograph for a camera to capture, as skin tones and complexion vary widely around the world, as do aesthetic tastes. Selfie users also vary in what they want from the final image. As a simple example, Meitu found that users in Norway liked leaving their freckles in the photo, while those in its native China wanted to remove any type of marks or blemishes. The main types of selfies are self-portraits, group shots, location shots, and videos. The traditional selfie is a simple self-portrait. They are often used to show off a hairstyle, an outfit, makeup, or for uploading as a profile photo to a social media service. In some countries, such as China, it is also common for job seekers to send a headshot with a job application, and many of those are captured as selfies. Another joke during the interview: "I don't take selfies at work, you are accepted."
Accepted.
Another popular type of selfie is a group selfie, taken either at arm's length or with a selfie stick. Why do vegans often look miserable in photos? They don't like to say cheese. By the way, small life hack. How do you make a group of serious lawyers smile for a photo? Just say fizz. In travel selfies, often shot with the help of a selfie stick, the image background is an important element of the scene. However, it's not just about still images. The rise in video selfies is also huge. Video bloggers on YouTube are increasingly supplementing video material from cameras with video selfies from action cameras and from the front cameras of their smartphones. Some video bloggers even manage to run channels only using smartphones. Selfie video has essentially become a new way of communication, particularly for the younger generations. And of course, any type of video calling done with a smartphone is another example of a selfie video. Now, let's look at safety precautions when taking selfies. After all, as you remember, we care about our subscribers. What could be dangerous about a selfie, you ask? For some, social media has provided new opportunities, insights into new ways of living, and even new career paths. For others, it has created a culture of comparison, envy, and dangerous behavior. Stories of selfie deaths are sensationalized in the media and framed as rare occurrences. But are they? How often are selfie deaths really happening? Where do they occur? And how can we avoid these incidents? As you can see, India is the country with the most selfie-related deaths and injuries, with a total of 190 deaths and 55 injuries. Next is the United States with 29 deaths, Russia with 18 deaths, Pakistan with 16 deaths, and Brazil with 8 deaths. As you can notice, selfie-related incidents fall into some primary categories. Falls account for 44% of selfie-related incidents, followed by drowning at 21% and trains at 16%. Other includes people attempting to take selfies with lightning, near helicopters, on a wing of a plane, holding a grenade, riding a bicycle, and more. How to take the perfect picture and stay alive to pose it? It's better if you travel with a friend. Solo selfies can often put people in danger, but having a trusted person with you can help keep you safe and safely snapping. Additionally, traveling with a friend means you can look out for each other or get assistance in the event of an emergency. As someone said, how can you smile in a selfie if there is no one to even take your photo? Don't assume something is sturdy. Many of the accidents in the selfie death database occurred when someone thought a partition, ledge, or landing was safe, but it eroded or otherwise collapsed under the weight of a person it wasn't designed to hold. Always test reliably for strengths. Never ever use a phone or electronic device while driving, walking around, or operating any kind of vehicle. That goes for anything train-related as well. No photo you would take with or around a train is worth dying for. Just because an animal seems friendly or docile, don't chance it. Many wild animals can act unpredictably and without warning. If you want to take a selfie during rainy weather or a thunderstorm, remember that electronic devices can attract lightning. Extreme selfie lovers! Remember, Photoshop can save your life. Even superheroes with superpowers use editing. By the way, do you know what does Harry Potter use to edit his photos? Adobe.
Adobe is free.
After the scary facts, let's talk to my funny friend Omar, who lives in Dubai. After all, Dubai is one of the centers of photo and video cameras, and in terms of the number of selfies. What interesting things can he tell us about selfies?
Assalamu alaikum, Adam. Long time no see. You never age like me. How Ahmed? Hope he fine. What can I tell you about selfies? Here in Dubai, too much people making selfies and walking with selfie sticks. They all take pictures of themselves, food, clothes, makeup, and so on, like crazy. I don't know the story about selfies or how better to take them, but I tell you few stories from my life. You know, I recently had a quarrel with my wife, and I didn't know how to make peace. When I shared situation with my friend, he asked me what 12 inches long and makes girls smile and happy. I couldn't guess and answered incorrectly. Selfie stick, he continued, and advised me to buy her gift. I took his advice and bought her selfie stick and also new phone because I wanted to make big surprise. She little plump, you know. That's why she always takes selfies in panorama mode. But when she took first selfie, her new phone said insufficient storage. So I can tell you one small life hack. To look great in selfie, take it few years or few kilos ago. That's it. Tell my big salam to Ahmed.
Thank you, Omar. By the way, I also remembered one cool life hack for the girls. The best selfies in the elevator should be taken when the elevator begins to move down, since the chest rises at this moment. In the short lifespan of social media apps, what's considered Instagrammable has shifted dramatically from brunch with friends and beautiful sunsets to dangerous vacations in exotic places. While Instagram is often considered the originator of potentially risky behavior for social media, apps like Snapchat, Reddit, and TikTok also regularly feature dangerous stunts and trends that are keeping young people interested, but not necessarily safe. Therefore, choose YouTube, watch us, always be careful, even when taking a selfie, and always keep in your mind that neither of any cool photos or selfies are worth your life. If you like this video, write your comments, subscribe, share with your friends, click like and the bell. Take care and bye bye!
Amazing world has wonderful things. Let's study it with Adam and Mike.